Regina, Mater misericordiae, vita dulcedo, estes nostra salve.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "I have much more to tell you, but you cannot bear it now. But when he comes, the Spirit of truth, he will guide you to all truth. He will not speak on his own, but he will speak what he hears and will declare to you the things that are coming. He will glorify me, because he will take from what is mine and declare it to you. Everything that the Father has is mine. For this reason, I told you that he will take from what is mine and declare it to you." The Gospel of the Lord. When I was in the seminary in Boston, I got quite a bit of praying done while riding the T, although not for the reasons you might expect. Believe it or not, riding the subway trains of Boston can be, among other things, a religious experience. Many times I stood on the platform awaiting the train and looked around at my fellow passengers-to-be, or across the way at the outgoing train as it deposited the passengers and took on new ones, cramming them in cheek and jowl. I looked into their faces, tired eyes, devoid of feeling, backs bent after a long day, those harried, lost, seemingly spiritually dead. Often I ask myself what this or that person's life might be like. What burdens might weigh them down? What dreams lie dormant in their heart, and which ones lie smashed at their feet? Do they know how much they are loved? Has anyone ever told them? We gather today to celebrate Trinity Sunday, a reality that all too often is reduced to little more than a theological numbers game, 3 and 1, 1 and 3. When attempting to explain the Trinity, it's important to keep in mind that ultimately we're dealing with mystery, which does not mean that we chicken out and shield ourselves with "it's a mystery" and avoid looking at this most important reality. In the spiritual life, a mystery is not a problem to be solved. It is a reality to be entered into. All it means is that God will always be bigger than our definitions and can be grasped only so much. To speak of the Trinity is to speak of relationship, a dynamic and constant beckoning of love, to love, by love. To be baptized in the name or the person of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is to be immersed into the very heart of the mystery of this life-creating, life-sustaining passion we call Trinity. We are invited to join in the truly playful dance of creation, a dance of love, a dance of desire, of passion, divine passion, which is hinted at in today's first reading from the book of Proverbs. Then I was beside him as his craftsman, and I was his delight day by day, playing before him all the while, playing on the surface of the earth, and I found delight in the human race. We often forget that God finds delight in us, in our very existence. And it is this delight that plunges us into the all-enfolding embrace of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Through the Spirit, through whom we can call out to the Creator of all that was, that is, and ever shall be, Abba, Papa, Daddy. Through this Holy Spirit, born from the unquenchable love of the Father and the Son, we throw off the shackles of slavery and blindness, of negativity and pain, and we are clothed with wisdom and strength in order to carry out everything that Jesus has commanded us to do, so as to make the presence of the triune God and the reign of God a reality among our brothers and sisters. The relationship that we are invited to join is not some passing thing, a temperamental passing thing, a fragile union. It is instead a tenacious relationship between a loving Abba, a risen, wounded brother, and a gentle, ever-present Spirit, all constantly calling us back to enter the dance of life and love for which you and I were created. All of us here this morning are the dance partners of God, called to teach the world how to laugh and sing and rejoice in the mystery that is the holy and passionate Trinity. One of the great influences on my life has been the writings of the Trappist author Thomas Merton. In his journal, Conjectures of a Guilty Bystander, Merton relates an epiphany moment that he had while standing on a street corner in Louisville, Kentucky. He writes, "In Louisville, at the corner of 4th and Walnut, in the center of the shopping district, I was suddenly overwhelmed with the realization that I loved all these people, that they were mine and I theirs, that we could not be alien to one another even though we were total strangers. It is a glorious destiny to be a member of the human race, though it is a race dedicated to many absurdities and one which makes many terrible mistakes. Yet with all that, God himself gloried in becoming a member of the human race, a member of the human race. To think that such a commonplace realization should suddenly seem like news that one holds the winning ticket in a cosmic sweepstake. Then it was as if I suddenly saw the secret beauty in their hearts, the depths of their hearts where neither sin nor desire nor self-knowledge can reach, the core of their reality, the person that each one is in God's eyes. If only they could all see themselves as they really are. If only they could see each other that way all the time, there would be no more war, no more hatred, no more cruelty, no more greed. As if the sorrows and stupidities of the human condition could overwhelm me, now I realize what we all are. And if only everybody could realize this. But it cannot be explained. There is no way of telling people that they are all walking around shining like the sun. If you want to see yourself as God sees you, to appreciate the secret beauty of your heart, to see yourself as you really are and help others realize who they truly are in the eyes of God, then come and accept the invitation today to dance. I like to imagine the subway trains, the green line, the red line, all the lines, all packed with people finally aware of their status as precious children of God, shining like the sun, as people literally loved to death, I like to dream of their smiles, broad and beaming with a God-given inner joyful light. And thus strengthened, they rise from the depths of the tunnels and out into the world to chase away the gloomy shadows of negativity and cynicism and selfishness and fear. Trinity Sunday reminds us of what was, what is, and what can be. A new, life-affirming reality, but only if we are united with each other, bound in bonds forged in the furnace of the heart of the triune God. So, my brothers and sisters, come and join the dance, and may the triune God grant you his peace.
Regina Celi, let our